Hey guys, quick introduction video on the spreadsheets, the budget planner. So Excel spreadsheets, it has at the bottom these tabs. It's set up for 3 accounts at the moment, and you can rename them if you want to have the names that work for you. That's fine. The starting point is start. This is where all the different categories, so the income categories and the expense categories are listed, and they come back in the summary. So this actually comes from the start spreadsheet. So if you want to make any changes to types of income, always go back to start or to types of type of expenses. You can move these around if you want to, but don't do it in the summaries because they come up in the summary in the plan everywhere. Go back to start and change it here, because then it changes it everywhere else in the spreadsheet. That's how it works. Okay, so to fill in the data, I'll leave some dummy data in the accounts. The idea is you get the information from your bank account as a CSV file, comma separated value file, and then you put it into this spreadsheet. And normally some accounts come with 2 dates, and some only with 1 description, and then some of them come with debits and credits. Some only come with 1 column that has the debits and the credits. The balance is not that important. The important columns in this spreadsheet is the B one, so there needs to be an accurate date in the B column, and the F one. And the way it needs to come, if it's a credit, then it just shows up as a positive number. If it's a debit and it doesn't show up in his account, but it is in your debit, so your file has 2 columns, then you can just do equals the minus of that one, and then it shows up as minus, because this one needs to be filled in. That's where the data needs to be. So this column is important, and this column is important. I put the dates in, it doesn't really matter, but I put the dates in from the oldest to the newest, because then if you get new data, you just put it at the end here, and new data got at the end here. Something I do as well, the yellow lines is the last entry for that month. It doesn't do anything other than help you quickly see, for July, how many entries have I got. For August, whereas all my August entries here they are, and that's the last one. That's the only thing the yellow line does. So this dummy data doesn't need to come out, but if you start on account 1, I'll take this out. Then and you need to see how it needs to be done again, you just quickly have a look here. Then there's a lot of background calculations that put all that information into summary, and then you will show up. So the data from account 3 is showing up here, and the expenses as well, but there's not much there, so it doesn't show up much. What you need to do, we'll start with getting all this data in the spreadsheet from your bank account, and then we'll start looking at this column, which is what you need to manually enter. But we'll start with getting the data in, and then send me the file so we can review it. All right, thanks.